archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm gonna sit back and relax, pull my keyboard towards me. We are playing... No, we're not playing 7 Billion Humans. I was just looking at the trailer, though. We're playing Human Resource Machine. That is to say, we are having a Human Resource Machine adventure. Gotta keep the correct language. Language is important when you're programming, isn't it? Is it not? It is. That's... Yes, I am employee 1. 37. So, this weekend, it's Monday today, by the way, and this weekend, I completed some games. I completed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Took me 150 hours. I completed Blasphemous. Which took me considerably less time, like 15 hours, I think. I also recently completed another game. What was it called? Was that this weekend as well? I'd have to check. Either way, we might be able to complete this. It's a Monday, but I booked off work. I'm counting it as my weekend. Still, we might be able to complete 4 if I ignore all the side content, which I might do because I like to upload, and nowadays I try not to upload unless things are actually finished. Anyway, Coordinator. Year 37. Haunt B6 and check and mate. Yes, I win again. I am of course in the wrong place. I'm looking for love in the wrong place. And also my face is in the wrong place. I found the game is most enjoyable when playing against the best player I know, myself. Tell me more. Secret to being practically perfect person. Yes, I like to remember the 4 P's. Proper planning prevents problems. Yes. What am I actually doing? If your inbox is 310, it should be 3022. What? Haunt B6. The fuck? I do not... Each number in the inbox is... Oh, it says here. Each number in the inbox is an address of a tile on the floor. So 15 is 1... 5? What? Send the... Is it? An address of 6 has coordinates 2, 1. I don't understand. Okay, it's my first stream of the day. Let's just get our brain in gear. Each number in the inbox. So here's the inbox. It has numbers in. Specifically has those numbers, 15741. Each of them is an address of a tile on the floor. So 15 is 4. 7 is... Oh! So 15 is 3? Hang on. So the... Column first, row second. Okay, I think this is the one we gave up on as well. So 15 is 3. So let's give me examples. So 1. Hang on, 15 is... If your inbox is 1, 5... Your art book should be 10 and 11. 10, 11. Okay. 13, 4. So 13 is 13 and 4 is 0, 1. Okay. Okay. Huh. I think I seem to remember starting this and just it was quite late, so we have prime John Brain, hopefully. It's 6 p.m. about. Yeah. With a 0 and a 4. I'm starting to remember the plan I had. Two 103. Okay. So it's 0 0. So we're only ever going to see 0 1 2 3. Huh. So basically, let's work on. It is column then row. 0 1 2 3. So I've got to like do some maths and say, oh, if I've got to use these if negatives basically, or if 0. Oh, this is quite complicated. Won't lie, and I can see why late night brain gave up, because standard time brain is trying to remember the actual solution I proposed last time. So basically what I'm saying is, are you a 3, are you a 7, are you an 11, are you 15, right? Yeah. I'm going to work this. I've got this piece of paper. I've got whiteboards, but they're full right now. So we're proposing a plan. So I just had to wrap my head around it a little bit. And I'm remembering that my old plan is the new plan, because there's only one way to go about doing this, which is you ask first, are you 0? Are you 0? And we're talking about columns here. One of my issues I have with this game, by the way, is that late in the game, when you're doing really complex stuff, this just doesn't seem like adequate space, and it can get really confusing. So I'm going to try and plan well. We'll see. I'm going to have to move my face. And then I'm going to say no. And it's like a series of like, are you? So we're going to like, are you 0 times 4? Like, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. It seems like a really long-winded way of doing that, but... So we're going to do plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. So if it's either of those, there are 4 outcomes. If no... If it's not any of them... So, we don't have to be efficient with this at all. But obviously, we don't want to do that bit of maths more than once. So what we're going to do is we need to track how many times it's gone around that circle. So we have a separate thing, right? So we have a column track. It's going to start on 0, and this presumably be the same for row as well. But right now we're only concerned with the columns because we're getting ahead about it. So this... Col. The point of call is to start on 0. So, copy from 14 and copy to there. We just... The whole point of 14 and 15 is... This is our 0. And this is our 4. This is for our... Okay. And I tell you what, that's obviously right. So we copy to put it on row as well. So let's... It's not just the call, it's the count. So up. So we are going to pick up from inbox. If it is 0, like, we get a freebie. Just gonna put that there for the time being. We're not gonna worry about if it's 0. Else... Oh god, it's been ages since I played this and it's showing. Let's move me to the correct place. Give me a second. Oh, I can't see now, can I? Bring that back. Where am I? There'll be 2. I'm yes. Okay. A little bigger. Okay. That'll do. So you can actually see my code. So we want to ask... are you a 4? I think we're going to need a 4th. Okay, so I'm going very slowly. I think we're going to need a compare track. So copy from that 4. And we copy to compare. We're going to need also 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 as well, now that I think about it. Right. Just gonna make sure this plays out quickly. Okay. Copy to 2. Copy to 1. Okay, there's the setup. Don't really want to see the setup anymore. Just know that there'll need to be a reset as well. Which we'll put it at the end. This might be a one puzzle stream. So we have, are you a 0? No. Then I want to, I guess, compare. Just want to see what happens if I do that. Kind of annoying that I have to do this every time. Okay. Don't want to add. If it's 0, which it was, we've identified its number. Should I tick for these? Because what we could do is, yeah, really we have a col row count and a row col count as well as the col. We want to know what... yeah. That's somewhat confusing, I won't lie. No, what are we doing? Oh, God, wow, I really am having a problem wrapping my head around this. Are we not accidentally figuring out both at the same time? Okay, I think yeah, I'm gonna throw this away. I think. RU0 should always be the first question because it's relevant in both cases. We compare it with a 4. I know what I want to do. I just, the actual it's almost as if that's the actual puzzle I'm trying to solve. It's so messy here. We're trying to figure out the column. If it's in this column, this column, this column, or this column. And I don't want to just... We can check multiples of 4, right? So we can check 0, 4, 8, 12. Okay. I think the issue I'm having is it's easier to figure out the row first than it is the column. That's what... I'm just going to throw away these. It probably is right, but I just don't want... There's got to be a more logical way than just essentially checking every single place. Because what if it's that? If I'm gonna have to do 15 calculations anyway, why not just write 15 different possibilities and then grab the correct numbers? Like, that's what I'm struggling with. Because I could go, oh yeah, it's 0, 4, 8, 12, or it's that, oh, I figured out the column. Or I could, like, is that really going to be short of in checking 15 of them? Or 16, even. I guess the trick is... I'm just trying to figure out if there's a clever way of doing it. There surely is. Let's say what journey... This 10. We know a 10 should be in a 2 and a 2. How do we know that? So what we want, if we want to be clever, is we want our checking process to naturally give us the numbers anyway. So I want it to bump. Yeah. I want the call count and the row count to equal these numbers. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. Sorry about that. I had to go through that entire process to get my brain in the right place. So we can we can check 0, of course, to see if it's 0, 0. But we definitely have to do the row first, because we minus... What we're doing is we're minusing 4s every time to check the row. So we're going to assume... So we minus 4, I'm write this out. Minus 4, if it's less than 0, it's not in row 3. So what we want to do is we don't want to put 0s in the call count. We want to put 3s in. Because we're going to bump them down. Now, you could probably flip them, but let's do our brains a favour and just do everything as straightforward as possible. So, those... Copy... Copy from 4. Copy to compare, apparently. We'll wonder why about that. We'll copy to 3. Bump. Copy to... Okay. I think I want a permanent 3. Oh, it's going to be a permanent 3 up there, isn't it? Let's check to see if that's correct. Okay. If it's 0, we already know. It's 0, 0. Copy from our box. Can I do that? Okay. I'm hoping the labels will help me out, because this shit gets really confusing. put the wrong one there. That. No, no, no. What was that, John? What did you... Okay, that was weird. If it's not 0, right. So we want to see if it is less than... we're doing the row first, I think. Even though we want to do the column. Yeah, we have to do the row first, so I'm just going to change this. To row loop. I'll tell you what. Zero. Now have your own case. So. So we wanna. We've got something from the inbox. We want to subtract 4 from it. Then we want to know if it's negative. Row known. We'll figure out row known later. Like how we actually... But it will already say a 3. So after row known, we want to go to... call loop. And call loop will probably be... So let's just... I want to see what that sub 4 does, just in case. We grab the 1. It's not a 0. So you want to take away a 4. If it's negative... Conclusion, John. If it's negative, then it's... then it means it's... What? Remember, we're doing rows. Yeah, we're doing rows. It means... well, it was a 1, so we know it's in the second column. Brain. Oh shit, my brain stopped working. I wasn't expecting the one to throw me, but like... One's the most obvious thing it should be. If it is 1... We know it's on the first row. Right? So maybe I am supposed to be bumping that up. That's what's thrown me. I put those 3s down. And I might have been right the first time round. Fuck. I thought I'd be deleting rather than adding. Should these be 1s instead? It's even a 0 at this point. Alright, that was done with me. Let's undo that. Fuck. That makes me feel dumb. Okay, so it's 0 right now. If it's negative, we already know the number. If it's not, we add, we bump the row, and we do it again. Okay? I think that's it. That's the elegant bit. Then we wouldn't copy it out. I'll tell you what, let's run it. Okay, so it's grabbing from something from... It's a 12. So it's certainly not a 0. So we go into the row loop. We sub a 4. We, it's not negative. So we bump this. Okay, before we bump that, we have to put a backup down. Try that again. We have a 5. It's not a 0. So we have to check to see what row it's on. It's not negative. So we're going to put it in our backup. We're going to bump our row to say it's in row 1. Then we're going to jump. Pick up the backup. -4. That is negative. So the row is known and it is row 1. There! Fucking... It took me 48 goddamn minutes or whatever. But that's it. That's half of this puzzle done. Okay. I'm gonna look on YouTube and people will do this in like 2 minutes. But it took me fucking an hour. We're not there yet, but row is known. When row is known, obviously we go into the col loop, which is basically the same thing, No, it's not. Fuck, 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 fuck. Think about this. We are left with a number. I think it's... we check 0 again. I have no idea if that's correct, but it implies that the 2 is the correct thing. What was the number we started off with? Fuck, I should have paid attention to that, shouldn't I? But let's say it's... it's 11, okay. So 11 is in... hang on, I think I have the concept down. But... 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We care about the row, John, not the column, so 2 is correct. Sorry, I'm just being dumb. Now we care about the column. We know the column is 3. I believe the very first thing we have to do is add 4. Also, that should say 10. And we say, is that a 0? Because if it's a 0... if it's a 0, we already know where it is. It's... I swear, I think it's the same puzzle thing from here. Reset might be just going back to the beginning. I feel like I shouldn't have to do half this stuff though. So what I might want to do is anything that needs to be wiped, which is just those 2, should be done last, and then I can jump to there. If it's 0, is that? If it's not, it's exactly the same. We sub. We sub 1. What was the point of these? They're not doing anything. Sorry, I just realised they are doing nothing. All the numbers are taken from here. Right. We do need a 1, but we don't need that 2, 3. So we copy from 0. Actually, we do that last as well, with annoying. We don't need this, do we? Do I ever use compare? Just use the 4. Okay. Okay. Copy from 0, copy to 1. Okay. A call loop is essentially identical to the row loop. So we I tell you what. Jump if 0. John. It does the sub first? Yeah, because it's already checked the 0. So we sub 1. We don't need a 1, we can just bump it. I think. We can just bump it. It's almost as if that's what those two are for. Is it? I just want to make sure I'm doing the correct thing here. I shouldn't be too concerned with making it efficient. We're just trying to get through the level. Because bumping actually kicks that down. So I'm really tempted to just use the ones that I just deleted. I think I'm going to do that. I know it's less efficient. So we sub 1. Jump if negative. I think I've made a slight mistake, but we'll see if it works anyway. Because that check of 0 is really checking if it's 0, 0. It's probably fine, actually, but I think I need to stop overthinking it and just copy the things. So sub, jump, copy. Jump, sub. Sub, jump, copy. What? Don't worry about that one. Sub, jump. Jump if negative. Why isn't, they can't both go there, John. That is asking whether it's in 3 or not, right? In column 3. It'll be a -1. We add 4. It'll change it to... 4 means nothing. We made a mistake. Okay, I need to do a little fiddling with the column. Let's so it was 12. So it's on the correct row. So it's gonna add 4. And if it's a 0, we know, what do we know? We know it's in 0. If it's 0, we know it's, what is it? It's column 0. No, it's not. It's column 3. That's it. That's why it's weird. Because the 0 means something new this time round. So if 0, we're gonna say 0 case. It's an exception. In the 0 case, what? So, go. So let's say it's a 4. No, in a 0 case it would have to be. We're talking about rows, not columns. What does a 0 case mean in that? Well, 0 case means it's exactly one of these things. Doesn't tell me which column it's in. Why is this difficult? Surely I'm just turning the thing around. Have I made this more complicated than it needs to be? This is all starting to become meaningless as well. It was 4. We figured out it was in row 1, but now we have -4. So if we add 4, it becomes a 0. Ah, fuck. I actually don't know what the 0 case does. It seems like it's a special case. But I need to... Like, all the other numbers I can figure out with the ticker. I just need to figure out what the exception means. It just... I'm pretty sure it's just a case of bumping the col up or down, and I'm overthinking it. But I need to run the maths, basically. So let's not worry about the 0 case. We're just going to worry about the row. And then if the 0 is wrong, we just adjust it afterwards. That's what we're going to do. Which we'll see for that 8. So let's say it's a 5 because we have a 5 there. We'll know it's in column 1. By the time we know it's in column 1, it'll say -3. So we add a 4. Yeah, what are we actually checking against? We're not adding a 4, we're adding a 1. That's why you can't get confused, you pillock. You're always going to have a 0. So it's -3. We add the 4. We're only adding the 4 at the beginning, so it's higher. Christ, John. Okay. Then if we know if it's a 0, we already know it's a 0. Why are you fucking quibbling? It's a 0. Just... It's because I keep confusing... Oops. Okay, if it's 0, we just shove a 0 there. No, we don't. It's a 0 already. Alright, what I've done is I've put a if 0 do something, -1, if negative do something. It's never going to be a negative after 0. It's the jump's already happened. I've just got to ask if it's 0. What we do is we bump the column. And then we just jump back. Do we just do this? It's going to be 0 eventually. Is that it? Okay, that was a lot of work for not a lot of stuff. If row is known. What? Then it's row column, isn't it? No, it's column row. Okay, I know that says row known, but that should say column known. Yeah. So we copy from column, outbox, we copy from row, we outbox, and then we reset. I have no fucking clue if this is correct or not. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna put it on like half speed. Okay, I'm seeing an issue. So we didn't utilize the backup. We need to copy to backup before we bump, and then copy. And copy from. Look at him go. Probably didn't need to reset at the end there. Fucking hell. 14 a human. You, what the fuck? At 14? You can do that at 14? You know what? Probably, yeah. I don't give a fuck. I got it done. Part of me wants to know how you do that more efficiently. I'm in the way now. But there's only one level left. So, like, I know I've got this, but there's only one level left. Let's go into the sorting floor.